Hello everyone, it's season finale time here for season 3 of the Gravediggers with Partizan, and we are potentially just one game away from winning our first league title. That's right everyone, we've got 2 games left to go and 2 points clear at the top of the table as you can see. And it's been pretty spicy since the last week. You'll also notice that we've got a different skin. We're using the Tato skin for now. Got a little bit fed up with the Zealand skin, not having like penalties and stuff like that on the penalty shootouts coming up, which was particularly important for this game here where we lost on penalties to Red Star in the Serbian Cup quarter-final again. We were, just to touch on this game, we were pants in the first half. We didn't have a single attempt on goal. And then we changed things around. We pushed Matej Radonjic up into number 10 and he scored, and we were much the better team. But yeah, we had 2 missed penalties from Matic and Stjepanovic, which was really, really disappointing. What's also been really disappointing is, speaking of the goal scorer in this game, Matej Radonjic wants to leave because he thinks that I broke promises to him by not starting him. But if you actually look, so he asked for more game time. I think it was around about here, maybe. So he plays the full game here. Bear in mind he's young. We only just signed him this season, so we've just been through slowly. So he plays the full game here. Subbed off in the 85th minute. Subbed off in the 86th minute, 65th minute. Subbed off in the 54th minute. This is a game we were struggling to win, by the way. We ended up drawing this game. We'll touch on that in a bit. Subbed off in the 78th minute here against Red Star. Subbed off in the 61st minute against Napredak Kruševac. Off against Red Star there. Plays the full game. Unused sub in that game because he was knackered after this game in the Red Star game in the Cup. We literally played this on like the Wednesday or the Thursday and then played these 3 days later. So he was tired, so I gave him rest. Played him here, take him off at the 77th minute. And at this point, he's like, nah, I want to leave. You've not started me like you said you would. Out of 20 possible appearances, he started 11 this season. Maybe it's because he literally wants to play the full game, but when he's actually physically not fit enough to last the full 90, I'm not going to leave him on. But he's not happy with that, so he wants to leave. I would rather keep him because he's a very, very good player. But equally, if I can cash in on him, then so be it. But yeah, we'll look at some of the fixtures now. But before we get into that, if you want to do us a massive favour and drop a like down below if you are enjoying the video, and if you are enjoying the series and you're 14, 15 episodes deep, why not just subscribe? Might as well. Yeah, this Madoscat game, we talked about this. This was really annoying. You can see 56th minute, Swansea puts us ahead after Arda Güler missed the penalty in the first half, and then they equalised in the 92nd minute. Brilliant. At this point, I think we're 3 points ahead of Red Star, and then obviously we go and lose in the Eternal City derby, 2-1. Absolutely galling game, really, really annoying, really frustrating, but can't be helped. We then follow that up with a nice, easy win, 3-0 at Napredak, and then in the first game, of the knockout, not the knockout, you know what I mean, the final phase. We beat them 3-1. I'm thinking, brilliant. We're now playing them in the cup. Perfect. Let's just play the same team. And we were garbage in that first half. Better team in the second half, but not to be with the penalty defeat. Then beat Vojvodina 3-1 for losing to Čučerići of all teams 2-0. We really weren't good in this game. More frustrations with Ratkov, a 6.3 as you can see there. In this game, I think he was like a 6.2. In this game, a 6.2. What was he in this game? I think he was pretty poor in this one as well. I know he actually got a 6.9. Then we beat Lucani 3-1, and we just beat Njavo Matis 3-1. And Ratkov actually scored in both games. But this is something we've touched on is Ratkov's form, and we're going to do a quick comparison here. If we look at his stats, and if we look at just his stats in the league in particular, for example, just because there's a higher data set for this, 85 shots, so 43 on target, just over half, and he scored 20 goals from those 43 shots. So just under half of his shots lead to goals. His shots on target lead to goals, and about what's that? Just under a quarter of his shots lead to goals. Now in this last game, you'll notice Esposito scores twice. This is off the bench. Esposito comes on and scores 2 goals. If we compare Esposito's return with Ratkov's return, not one. So in the league, 27 shots, 13 of them on target. So similar, he's getting for about roughly every shot, you know, for every 2 shots he has, 1 of them's on target. But he scored from 8. He scored 8 goals from those 13 shots on target. So don't get me wrong, there's a smaller data set, but at this stage, if he carries on at this rate, let's say for argument's sake, I have to remind myself, Ratkov had something like 43, didn't he? 43 shots on target. And it was 20 goals, wasn't it? So let me do a quick bit of maths. Basically, Esposito scores with 60% of his shots on target, whereas Ratkov scores with 43%, roughly. That's very rough. It's more like 60 point blah, blah, blah. But Esposito is generally much more of a clinical striker. Okay, yes, it's a smaller data pool, but, you know, if you extrapolate that, you know, it's a completely different kettle of fish, really. So Ratkov, he asked for a new contract, so he said we'll look into it in the summer. See, this is what I don't get. He's a supposedly consistent performer, but he's really, I really don't think he is that consistent. You know, you saw from those 3 games there that I just highlighted, 6.2 ratings. He's been generally quite underwhelming in a lot of them. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. In terms of transfers, we've got this guy, Irfan Egribiat, joining on a free in the summer, basically another keeper, backup keeper. But he is someone who, if Naumov leaves, because there is a bit of interest in Naumov, he could easily step up as to be our first. He was happy to be a cup goalkeeper, but I actually think he's quite decent and could quite easily be on number 1. We've also got Greg Taylor coming in. We're spending a lot on his wages. He is going to hopefully be our new left back, and Jokic will be our backup. He's just a much more proficient attacking fullback than we have, because one thing we have tweaked with tactics is we played Zanotti as an attacking fullback. Just we realised we were playing some of these games, and I think it was after the Mladoscat game where we really struggled to break them down after, you know, we had the penalty and then we scored and whatever. Eventually, but then they equalised. Like, we should have really slaughtered them. We should have absolutely smashed that game, but we didn't. So after that, we started playing Ratkov as an attacking fullback, and also we have been pushing the number 10 up a little bit as well, and that has also helped. I don't know if, I mean, his morale is okay, but I don't really want to play him because I don't feel like he deserves it. We're going to play Gula, and we are going to play him in this number 10 role, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 foreign players. So we're going to have to change something here. So we'll probably go with, where is he? Where's Mihailovic? Stuff it. We'll just play Stasjevic as the attacking fullback. And you know what? We'll bring in Komech for Garcia McNulty. He's been very good. He's just, because he's been playing a lot, he's just been getting a little bit tired. I know it doesn't look it there, but he has been struggling a little bit for his fitness. We'll bring in Vucic. And we'll also, Esposito. I really want to start him, to be honest with you, but I think I might struggle to get him into the team. Because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 foreigners. You're going to have 4. Anyone else we could drop? You know what? We could play Savic. And we're going to start Esposito. I know he's not fully fit, but he's lacking in sharpness. But he wasn't showing that in the last game. I'm going to play Stepanovic here. And I think we might leave it at that for now. There's Mihailovic, but we'll leave it at that. It's a bit of a rotated squad for what we would normally do, but it should still be good enough to beat Radnički Niš. And we're just going to sort of see if we can get this new, slightly more attacking formation gelling a little bit. As I said, Naumov's got interest. He's not the only one. Balic is wanted by Michelin, Dortmund still, Atalanta, Lazio and Leipzig. Would be more than prepared to cash in on him. Don't get me wrong, he's been a good player for us. But is he now classed as Belgian? Since when? He was Serbian for so long and now he classes as Belgian. Is that because has he been called up for the Belgian team? I have no idea when that happened. Interesting. That's completely thrown me off. So yeah, we will look to, I'll definitely accept bids for him. Topic, he's always wanted because he's so good. If it's a decent bid, I would be open to letting him go, but I kind of want to keep him and build my midfield, probably around him and Stepanovic, maybe potentially someone else, but I'm not sure. Stepanovic is good, but I think there's definitely better options out there. But he's good because he's Serbian. And then Naumov is wanted by Freiburg, Feyenoord and Benfica. And like I said, with the Turkish goalkeeper coming in, Irfan, I would be willing to sell Naumov. He has been very good for us. He's actually got 2 assists now. 2 assists. He got an assist in the last game for Esposito. I would be willing to let him go if a decent bid comes in for him. And in terms of other players, I'd be willing to let go. Don't really want to let Jovic go. Would be willing to let Ratkov go. Would definitely be willing to let Stojcevic go. He's been moaning about not getting enough games, but whenever I've played him, he's generally been pretty poor. It might not look it on the face of it, but he has generally been very ineffective when he's come on. Rather annoyingly, I still couldn't go with that team because there was still too many foreigners. I obviously got distracted, so I had to put Ratkov back in. I say had to. You know, he's on course to break the club record for the most number of goals in a league season. He scores literally 1 more in the next 2 games. He'll beat Ricardo Gomez's record, but would have been nice to give Esposito the start, but we'll bring him on, let him build up his sharpness. We're 2 points clear of Red Star, and if we get the win here and they don't win, basically if we just better their result, not scoreline, result, we'll win the league. Unless it's a draw, obviously. But our goal difference is so much better than theirs that even if we draw and they lose, we should still be fine. I can't see there being a 10-goal shift in the next game. But I think they're playing Napredak, Kruševec, and we're playing them next. So in fact, we will change that. That's the league table. We'll change it to latest scores for now. Important to note, I suppose, in some ways, that first defeat we had to Red Star, that 2-1, was actually our first defeat all season. We've only lost 2 games all season. We went so long, just annoying me longer. I'd be interested to see what sort of transfer budget we get. Not had anything about that yet. Guess we'll just have to wait until the end of the season. Obviously, unless we win the league today, then we might find out. But otherwise, we'll probably wait until. Cetic has been pretty decent in the second half of the season, to be fair. I will be disappointed when he goes, but I think we're going to struggle. Our assistant was like, "Oh yeah, see if you can extend his loan." We tried, and Chelsea just weren't interested in entertaining it at all. It felt like it was too soon to make a decision, so we might still be able to get him on loan, but equally we kind of need to plan for the fact that we're not going to have him. You know, we need to be prepared for the fact that he's not going to be a Partizan player, and we can't be sort of holding on to that, I don't think, and just loaning him, because like his transfer value now is like 30 to 40 million. So you can assume that that's what Chelsea would want to sign him. He's not going to come to us, because we're not going to be able to give him the wages that he wants. So, you know, just sort of relying on loans is just not viable. Oh my word. Jovic has had an absolute torrid time in front of goal lately. He hit the post about 2 or 3 times against Chukwueze, and he had a penalty saved against Vlados Luciani as well. He's just not having a good time at the moment. But then equally, the other month, the assistant was like, you know, he's not been playing well, criticised his form. We did, and then in the first 2 games after we criticised his form, he scored a brace in each game, and a couple of screamers as well. See, that's terrible. That's lovely football, and he goes and does that. But he's generally such a good player that I just do not want to sell him. We could probably get, I mean, I say decent money. We'd only get 5.25 for him at the moment because that's what his release clause is. But I'm hoping if we win the league, he'll be happy that we've got the silverware that we promised him this season, and he'll be open to sign a new contract, and we can try and get that a bit. Red Star a win. They're currently level on. I do like this Tato skin. It's nice. It's very clean. The quality on it is brilliant as well. Got a little like crisp sort of HD feel to it. Nice. Oh, lovely knock. Nice. I could really do with raising some funds to try and get Arda over the door. He's been solid, I would say. He's not been stellar, but I think we have to allow for a bit of a gelling period. He's been pretty reliable. Even if he hasn't necessarily set the world alight all the time. You know, you can definitely tell as a player in there, he's just got so much quality, and you can just see the little touches and passes he plays. You're like, that's why you're just so well rated. Over the good header, but easily saved by the keeper. We are smashing the XG on this. Andrea Savage, come on. I'll see him at an ulti. We do have a option to buy him for 1.8 mil. But he has the, you know, doesn't enjoy big matches. And that's just such a big no-no for me. Don't get me wrong, I've had players with that attribute before, that trait before, and they've generally been okay, but just such a big sort of downer when you... This is what I mean. Look at that from Ratkov. He's 6 yards out, and he somehow hits it straight at the keeper. What is that? Seriously. So wasteful. So wasteful. Obviously, I can't really offer him a new contract in the summer if I'm going to be selling. He won't leave because he's just signed a new. It sounds daft to be looking to sort of shift on. Lovely football. Well done, Arda. Well done. Seems stupid to be looking to shift like a 20-odd goal a season striker on. But honestly, he costs us in some really big games just because he gave the ball away. Like, these are the sort of games, where, you know, it's quite conceivable that we don't win this game. Like, you know, it's still quite conceivable that they get a goal back, make it 1-1. You know, at some point with, you know, 3 shots on target, 3 shots on goal, compared to our like 20 or whatever it is we've got so far. Just because he just can't put the ball in the net, just because Ratkov just can't score. Nice, he's offside though. Yes, Stepanovic. Lovely bit of footwork from Ratkov there. Jetic, finds Jovic. 2 for 2 wide. Back to Savic. Blocked. Oh my word, Savic. Arda literally did a little poke on that and he was in. Look at that. Oh, sorry, 15 to their 2. And don't, honestly, I still wouldn't be surprised if we throw this away. Honestly, still would not be surprised if they somehow get into this. Up into a 6.4. And now he's jumped up to a 6.6. I just need him to, I just want him to do more. Like, I feel like there's almost like an element of stat padding for him. Like, he scores like 2-3 goals maybe against someone rubbish, and then like doesn't do anything for like 2-3 big games, but his stats look really good because he's performed well against sort of weaker opposition. And you know, I'm not stupid. Like, you know, those goals that he's put away have still got us to where we are at the moment, and have still helped us perform well domestically. But there's definitely an element of, but what if? Like, we could have won. We could have been in the semi-final of the cup. You know, we could have got past Red Star if he'd have been better in front of goal. 100%. 100%. And you know what? We're just going to prove a point now, I think, you know, in what we're saying. And I'm going to bring on, I'm going to do a bit of jiggling around. Oh, that was, but Stepanovic being on a yellow's throwing that one out. So we're going to bring on Matic. Oh, it's 2-0. Who scored? Jovic has scored. So we'll see what's going on with that in a sec. Let's just do this. We'll bring on Petkovic for Arda. And then we're going to bring Esposito on. I'm going to have to take off Arda because I've got a limit on players. You get the assist as well. Let's see. I'm going to feel a bit tight taking him off potentially. He's playing well, but I need to get Esposito on. Oh yeah, it's a lovely pass actually from Arda. Lovely, lovely pass. Brilliant ball. That's what we're talking about. That's why we signed him. But anyway, so bring on Petkovic because he can play number 10 and it's allowed us to get Esposito on. And now I'm hoping Esposito is going to prove me right and bang about 2 goals in. Or maybe not. Simon Channing. Men. Oh, and Topic needs to go off as well. Great save from Narmov. Lovely save. Oh, he was offside anyway. Nice. Nice knock. Esposito's in, and he hits it wide. That was pretty terrible. Come on, Seb. You're not proving my point for me here. Yes. Come on, Stasic, get to that. Matic, lovely ball through to Micetic. Karp. Stasic. Nice. Micetic. Esposito this time, his header's saved. Great tackle, Sana Channing. Up to Esposito, plays it off to Petkovic. Lovely, great counter this. Come on, Micetic. Just like shame your touch took the pace out of it. Petkovic. That was a lovely counter though, swarming forward in numbers. Nice. There's Micetic. Counters on again. Pick the right pass. Feeds it to Petkovic. Stay on side. Esposito's offside. It's going to be offside. Decent finish, but he was offside. He's proven me wrong here, isn't he? There's me talking him up. Slayton Ratkov. He's come on. Mr. Sitter, and then he's gone and done that. I mean, to be fair, it was closest to whether it was actually technically offside. He was just slightly ahead of play. Is this how it's going to finish? 2-0, no goals for Esposito. I think he's actually on a 6.3 after that offside decision. I think I will, if I can, I will try and get him a start in the last game. Obviously, he's joining us next season. But things will have to change a little bit, I think, if we're to make it possible to play him week in, week out in terms of foreign players. Like, I'm more than willing to let Sana Channing or Van Karp go if we can get a decent Serbian replacement. Because that's the issue we've got. It's that's a corner. That's the issue we've got. Is just there's just too many like foreign players to be able to get all of them in, all of the talent in. Even like Zanotti's really good, but yeah, you know, I don't want to sell him. I just mean, you know, he's another one who contributes. That same with Naumov. You know, they all contribute that sort of foreign quota. Or basically our entire starting back line when Jokic was injured, including the keeper, was all foreign. And really, because McNulty, Naumov, Zanotti, Sanachan. So that was fun trying to jiggle that around. Because that meant, you know, we couldn't play Arda, we couldn't play Esposito. That's 2-0. You know, just to touch on a few stats this season, by the way. So we've got the most goals this season with 93. Fewest shots against, most shots for. So that's brilliant. That is really, really good. Most possession, best pass completion rate, conceded the fewest. You know, that shows we're converting those shots into the most goals, and we're conceding the fewest goals, fewest shots as well. In terms of, look at that net transfer spend for Red Star, 2.21. They bought Verman, Verkan, Verman, Velshko, Iko, that guy, Bermanchevich, for like 7.5 mil in January. I can only dream to be able to spend that much on one player in one go. I'm trying with Arda, but I can only dream of doing that. In terms of individual stats, we've got Jovic third. Gigic is doing really well, to be fair. Petar Gigic. Best pass completion is Daniel Naumov. I think that's probably because he just plays out from the back all the time. And then I feel like there's some other stats that that was it. I was actually just going to show you Jovic, because he's had his best season by a long stretch. Look at that. 17 goals, 13 assists in the league, 19 goals and 14 assists in all comps. Better than anything that he's done for us so far. He's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Phenomenal player. Really helped to get us to this stage. Right, everyone. This is it. Title showdown. All we need is a draw. But realistically, let's be on the safe side. We want the win, and I think we can do it. I think we can definitely do it. What am I kidding? Of course we can do it. Of course we can get the win today against Napredak Kruševac. If we don't, then we don't deserve that way. But let's be honest, we should be getting the win today. I think we're going to go with that one. And I think, you've got to go with Topic. Now, I'm just going to see what happens. I don't think this is going to work. No. So, who's going to drop out? I want to keep Arda in. He played really well last time. Oh, Alexa Matic would be prepared to sell him. See if we can make a quick bit of profit on him after we signed him this year. Who's going to come in? Maybe we bring in Jokic. He's not fully fit, but I reckon we bring him in. I just said there was 5 before. Does Sanchez not count? Ugh. I want to play Zanotti. I want to play Arda. I want to play McNulty. And I want to play Naumov. Am I going to have to take one of these out? This is not fair, guys. Just let me pick the team that I want to pick. Fine. Savic can play over McNulty. Illich is someone who I am becoming less and less impressed with the time goes on. He's got a deceptively good rating, but his lack of anticipation and general reading of the game really lets him down in terms of in defence. But that's for another time. Let's go, everyone. I'll try and be. I'm aware that I probably seem a bit. I've been smashing the cocoa them all because I had problems with men today, and just knackered as ever. I feel like I said I'm tired all the time, but I am generally a very tired person. So let's gas it up. Let's gas it up for this. There's only one song which I think anyone who has listened to any Stream Beats playlist, be it a Zealand one on his videos or whatever, I think you will all agree there's only one song which is appropriate for this moment. Right, here we go, everyone. Title showdown. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's get the job done. Nice early goal to settle the nerves. We're at home. Go out there and do it for the fans. Come on. Let's go. Let's get ourselves psyched. Let's get ready. Come on. Gonna get the title home. hopefully start a period of dominance for Partizan domestically in the league at least. Jovic, lovely ball out to Micetic. Last game. Oh, and he's nearly scored. What a sign off that would have been for him in his last game for the club, really. For now, anyway, unless we can get him back at, you know, in his later years. Jokic gets it. His first start for a long time. That's offside. That was definitely offside. Looked well offside for Dordi Ivanovic, but obviously he wasn't. Oh, it was him who was offside. Ivanovic came from deep. That's terrible, terrible start. And Red Star are winning. Red Star are winning. Oh, it's left in the side of the bar. We've hit the woodwork twice inside the first 12 minutes. Right, we need to change this to the table. That's all that matters now. Kopic. Savic, don't do that. Yes. Come on, Bogdan. Zanotti, over to Rakov. See what I mean? You see what I mean about him? Honestly, that is what I'm talking about. That right there. Lovely. Yes! Jovic refused to give up. Refused to give up on that. Lovely bit of movement. Shot. Rakov. Tipped. Oh, yes. A Red Star drawing now as well. They're level. They're still 2 points behind us. Oh, what a ball. Interested to see if they're drawing. Oh, lovely pass. Terrible touch. Terrible touch. Rakov. And he should have scored. He really should have scored. Honestly, he's such a wasteful player. Unbelievable the chances he gets and fails. He's such an infuriating striker. Nice. Nice. Touch is terrible. He takes it too wide. Oh. Dear me. Let's see. Yeah, they are drawing Red Star. Are they drawing with Vojvodina? Or Vojvodina? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Rakov scored. He scored at last. He scores at last. He's taken about 5 chances. Bloody hell. Great corner from Arda. Lovely stuff. Oh no, who are they drawing with? They were drawing with Javor Matic, who've been so good this season. Lovely to see from a newly promoted team. Them doing so well. But they're Red Star are 2-1 up now. As a we bounced back really nicely after that early setback. Even if Rakov did take ages to just get the ball in the net. Oh, what a pass from Arda. Perfectly weighted. Micetic it's deflected wide. I don't know why he went for the shot there. Logically, he really should have gone to square it across the 6-yard. Arda's going to whip it in again. Topic just over. Let's just see what's going on the table. I'm sure saying Mattis third. They might not be now, but I don't know how it works. I can't remember how it works for those teams down there. I can't remember if they play another set of fixtures or not. Blanking. Yeah, 5th. Didn't they just got promoted? It was like Nietzsche last season. Newly promoted team finishing in the top half and going all the way, almost, in terms of sort of challenging for the top 4. Naughty. And it's Topic for this 10th goal of the season, 3-1, right on the stroke of half time. And that, hopefully, is that, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully that is that. Take a moment to look at the stats from that first half. 20 shots on target to their 4. It's criminal that we went behind first. 73% possession. Honestly. And it's Gula again. Impressing. I just hope we can get 5 mil together just to hit his initial fee clause. Savage isn't bad for someone we signed on the cheap from some 2nd division team, I think it was. He's attributes wise, he's nothing special. But tell you what, yeah, where is he? This guy, Andrea Savage. Attributes wise, like I said, he ain't anything great, but he's done well this season when called upon. Yeah, we're not going to worry about making any changes just. Oh, what a ball from Arda. That's a great ball. Machetic should have scored. That is a cracking pass from Arda Güler there. Topic gets out of his feet, nice, finds Machetic. What can he do? Crosses it in. This is a really extended spell of possession. Knock. He's offside. He was offside. Of course he was. Of course he was. Great finish as well. Honestly. Miles off. Nice. Good idea from Stepanovic. Zanotti wins it. Machetic, Rakov. Nice. Savic. Yeah, come on. Jokic. The car. Hey, come on. Yeah. Ah, oh, lovely ball. Ah, oh, that's great defending. That's really good defending. Should have scored. Should have been a goal. Oh, great defending, but Savic scores. Is that his first goal for the club? That's his first ever goal for the club. We're literally just talking him up about how solid he's been. He's deserved that. He has deserved that. Was it Goulet again? Yeah, it was straight off him, wasn't it? Goulet masterclass today. Got 2 assists, 3 assists, 2 assists, 3 assists. Let's see. Stats. Is it in stats? No. Rakov. It'll be in home stats, I think. Home stats, Gula, passing. No. Why can't it just say assists or Jovic blocked? He's definitely got at least 2, hasn't he? Because we scored from 2 corners, haven't we? Yeah, 2 assists for Gula. Because Zanotti got 1 and the other one was Jovic. Rebound tapping. Oh, and Zanotti just fizzes it. Right, we're going to make some subs now. And we're going to give Micetic the chance to say goodbye to the fans in the zone. We're going to bring on Petkovic. We're going to bring on Bazjar Jovic. I'm going to bring on Stashovic so we can then bring on my man Seb. And let's not get too greedy. Let's leave it at that. Don't want to make too many subs and then be shafted and unable to take someone off. Look at that, 611, 613 passes attempted to 216. That's some prime Pep Guardiola, that is. And we're gonna make the final change. We got. Did I leave Vucic in? I didn't leave Vucic. Stoppage is knackered. Alexa Matic can come on. Even see what was going on then. This is it, everyone. The title is coming home. Coming home with us. Ah, finally. It's taken us 3 seasons. I must admit, part of me did think we might have done it before now. I don't think that's a problem. I just want to know what the hell the keeper was doing. Like, no. Let me just watch that again. I just want to watch that again. Because... What? Can someone just explain to me what happened here? Like, so yeah, he's running. That's fine. He's running. And now I'm off. What? It's like he tried to jump over it. I have never seen that happen before. That was bizarre. Let me move this along now, please. That was weird. Weird goal to concede. That's it. There's only 5 seconds left. I'd be amazed if they even get to take this corner. Oh, they have done. And it's headed away by Savic. That's a great save from Naumov. That's it. That is it. That is it. Here we go. Ooh. Naumov, Captain Naumov. Yes. Yes. League winners at long last. At long last. Lovely stuff. Lovely, lovely stuff. This music feels too chill. A bit better. Oh, I can't do that. Yes, boys. Let's see. First time we won it since 2016. 2016-17. Yes, boys. Yes, boys. I bring glory to Partizan. Yes. I do want a permanent deal stuck for Ardar, don't you worry. That was a fan day. That was a fan day. Wow. Let's see what's going on. So he's still looking to sell. Still looking to sell. Obviously annoyed about the Serbian Cup, so was I. Oh yeah, we did manage to get them to work on our youth facilities. They said no, and then we were just like, come on. Come on. And then they were like, yeah, that's fair enough, we'll do that. Still only a B, because we've not made the most of set pieces. I'm sorry, get the better of our rivals Red Star. We've just beat them in the league, and our record against them this season in 90 minutes has been 2 wins, a draw, and a defeat. Admittedly, one was on the draw, was then a loss on penalties, but still, they really can't be annoyed about that. Our social media following has gone up this season, and I've been keeping an eye on it, so that has been creeping up, which has been nice. 32,000 waiting for the season ticket, with 5,000 season ticket holders. Yeah, but I'm sorry, we had a fan day with 13,000 people. Okay, so we had a fan day and we had 13,000 people. So a fan day is basically where they just get given a free ticket. And the capacity is 29,000. There's 5,272 season ticket holders. So assuming all of them came to that game, that means there's 8,000 non-fans. You could still fit an extra 16,700 people in the ground. You've got 32,000 waiting for a holder. Just give those people waiting for a season ticket their season tickets and just pack the ground out. Not hard. That's stupid. That seems so backwards. And I imagine that's probably a game engine issue, not a real life issue. All right, everyone, I'm going to leave it at that. But before we go, I'm going to touch a little bit on where our dev centre's at. We've got this guy who I must admit I've not seen before. He's still at Teleoptic. He's at Teleoptic. Not bad. Not bad for a defender, to be fair. His mentals are really, really good. Whether we'll ever amount to much else, I don't know, but not bad. The main ones we're liking the look of is Jodrag Mladenovic and Dusan Dozlov. Dusan Dozlov has been smashing it. We've still got Ilic, who you may remember played a little bit last season for us. He's been developing the optic for us this season. But the main thing is that we did get... Stojanovic, how's he doing? He was in our first youth intake. Not great. He's not developing as well as I'd like him to. But we did get our youth intake. Will it show me them in this? Will do. So the main ones, we had 2 fullbacks who can cross the ball. 2 fullbacks come through who can cross the ball. Had a keeper. We had another English central midfielder. And we had another wing back, but he can't really cross. But these 2 fullbacks who can cross, I'm really excited by them. So we just basically got them working on mainly on their athleticism, really, their physicals, because Markovic is really quite poor. But he's definitely someone who's got a potential. So we'll look to play him next season. Still no word on the transfer budget. We're saying next season a minimum of 595k, but that is just a minimum. We could end up getting loads more than that. Because when we looked in the finances, I think we did touch on it in the last episode. We look at projection. Our projected transfer budget at the end of this season, under 18 mil. But we never get given that to spend. Whether it's just because we've had a really good season in terms of, like, you know, net profit, like net spend, it's like minus 12.5. Maybe that's going to stand us in good stead, I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens, but I'm going to go and get to work on all of that, and I will see you for the new season. Hope you have enjoyed this season, everyone. Champions, always a lovely way to finish things up. That's one last bit of transfer business I forgot to mention, by the way. You may remember I told you about Mancini in our free transfer in our youth intake. Well, Malma came in and gave us 400k for him. These stats are all in the teleoptic. Came in, he'd not kicked the ball for us like in the first team. Signed him for free, and they came in and said, we'll give you 400k. I was like, yeah, go for it. Take a foreign striker who's decent, but, you know, we've got Esposito, and give us 400k for him. Absolutely brilliant. We'll take that all day. Easy profit turnaround that was. You know, we've done quite well with that. We had Jaden Anthony, and we have Marcondes. We made just shy of 2 million off free signings. So yeah, go for it. Take him. Not a problem for us. Same with Jakubovic. Brilliant. Yeah, made up with that. Alexic has developed quite nicely out on loan at Radnički Niš. No, not Radnički 1923. So I'm hopeful he's going to come back and really play a role for us in the midfield. I think he definitely can. We'll definitely be looking to free that pathway up for him. So, you know, if it means that, you know, Radonjic does leave, so be it. If it means that they're going to give me what I want. If Milosavljevic is wanted as well, definitely be happy to sell him. He's good. He's 25, got really good mentals. But is he going to get much better than what he is already? I don't know. If we can get a decent bit of money for him, go. I just want to start trying to promote more youngsters, really, and just prioritise that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Matic is wanted by another team. Ujovic wanted by still by Borough. Topic is still by Norwich. Zanotti's not wanted by Palace and West Ham. Okay, and Nalmov still Freiburg final. All right. Well, we'll see what happens there, everyone. Could be a big window for us. Could be a bit of a fire sale and a bit of a rebuild job. Who knows? You know, we could really use the money to reinvest in the squad quite nicely, hopefully. All depends on the right business happening. But what a season, everyone. Champions of the league. And we go again next season now with Champions League. And I really want to get that Serbian Cup. I really want to get it. So, yeah. Take care, everyone. Bye for now. 97 points, by the way. 97 points. That's not bad.